2829 BC, 1066 AM. The first son of the Anunnaki matriarch is Alalgar. His reign is recorded in the Sumerian king list as 36,000 shahs, evenings and mornings, which is 100 years. His reign ending in 2729 BC. His reign completes the 80 years, 28,800 days of the Eridu dynasty begun by his mother, the matriarch Alulim. She is considered the genetrix of the seven kings, who were considered as gods to the Sumerians and later Babylonians. Though the Sumerians recorded 8 rulers, they were called the seven kings because the genetrix was excluded. This was the 76th year of pyramid construction. 1. Gerald Massey Lectures. 2815 BC, 1080 AM. The Great Pyramid of Giza and the complex is complete, requiring 90 years, 1080 months, to complete from its start in 2905 BC, this 1080 months mirroring this 1080 Annus Mundi year. This 90 years is 32,400 days, or 10,800 times 3 days. This 32,400 days is reflected in the length of the original perimeter of the Great Pyramid's base, 3024 feet, or 1008 times 3. Even today, as measured by Graham Hancock, it is 32316 feet. The geometry of the pyramid further identifies its own date of construction. The pyramid sits on a foundation of 4 corners, but the monument was designed to have a 5th corner, the top stone or apex, the cornerstone. Geometrically, the 5 terminations of the pyramid form, when depicted one-dimensionally, exhibit a perfect pentagram, and the pentagram is composed of 10 108-degree angles. Thus, the 5-pointed pentagram is the geometrical sum of the number 1080. The year 1080 of the pre-flood calendar was 2815 BC. A close approximate for this year was made in 1954 AD, when George G.M. James wrote that the Great Pyramid and Giza complex was constructed about 2800 BC. A scientific bullseye. The Great Pyramid's dimensions record many astronomical knowledges. One of these is found in that the combined diameters of the Earth and Moon, being 7920 and 2160 miles, is 10,080 miles. Bonnie Gaunt notes in her fascinating research that the precise geometrical proportions of the Great Pyramid can be constructed on the diameters of Earth and the Moon. Also, because of the Earth-Moon relations, such as distance and velocity around the Sun and the Moon's movement around Earth, the lunar umbra, the Moon's shadow, the total darkness during an eclipse, travels across the face of the Earth at a mean average of 1080 miles per hour. The 1080 pentagram geometry of the Great Pyramid has a mysterious link to the Sumerian symbol for something that falls out of the sky to break up the Earth, called the plough sign. Referred to in Sumerian as the Ar-Ub, the pentagram symbol identifies a celestial body that drops from the sky to destroy the Earth because God's harvest, humanity, has ceased bearing fruit. It must be recalled here that in 1924 AD, Davidson published his research on the geometrical distribution of the Great Pyramid's 4 cornerstones that unveiled a precise astronomical knowledge of a global timeline, the Orbital Chronology, from 4039 BC to 2046 AD, when Earth will be pushed off its orbital belt by a large celestial body. Further, as will be seen in 2046 AD, a large object from space will slam into North America. The sum 1080 is the geometrical value of the Hebrew statement in Isaiah 66:1, "Heaven is my throne and earth is my footstool." Also, 1080 is the value of "the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him." We also read in Isaiah, "God himself that formed the earth and made it." This equals 1080. In the Greek gematria, the term Holy Spirit has the value of 1080. If the total circumference of a circle was 1080, then its diameter would be 344. Bonnie Gaunt notes that 344 is the geometrical value for great wonder in Greek, as well as the light of the world, as found in Matthew 5:14. The 4 cornerstones of the monument were highly polished white limestone megaliths, numbered among the 144,000 casing blocks of the monument. These blocks were 100 inches thick and with a tolerance so smooth that modern architecture has not replicated. For a long time, scholars debated on the existence of these perfect blocks, until in 1837 AD, some of these surviving blocks buried at the base of the Great Pyramid were discovered by Colonel Weiss's expedition. The blocks along the lower courses originally had whitened writings on them, still easily seen and translated in the days of Abraham, c. 1837 to 1825 BC, and still noticeable in the days of the Greek historian Herodotus in 450 BC. These blocks cover the interior limestone blocks that make up the Great Pyramid that we see today. The monument is exactly 203 levels of blocks, 203 being the geometrical value for he created. But 203 was not the intended height. With the placement of the chief cornerstone, the monument will be finished at 204 levels. The chief cornerstone represents a divine being that will sit atop the monument of man, the stone the builders Anunnaki rejected. The priest-prophet Ezra wrote that the knowledges of God were preserved in the 204 books, which is an analogy of the 204 courses of the Great Pyramid once the chief cornerstone is placed atop it. The Phoenix Chronology from man, banished in 3895 BC, counts 14 cursed Earth periods of 414 years each, 5796 years, to 1902 AD, when planet Phoenix passed through the inner system, depositing millions of tons of cosmic dust and mud on Earth. 1902 AD is the last pass of Phoenix before it returns in 2040 AD and results with a pole shift, meteoric fallout, global flooding and earthquakes, and the death of 25% of humanity, known in the Revelation as the Sixth Seal.